That's where all the bad news will be. Oh boy. Okay, well that was a lot of artillery in the last turn. Like some previous last turns, it seems like we're not letting that's use the lose it mode. Just throw everything you got. Let's see if that is all on the screen. No, it's not. That was a hell of a lot of shooting. Let's enable the log. And we're definitely going to have to watch that again. Let's just look around. Yeah, I think we're going to have to watch that again. Alright, so let's look around before checking suppression. We have those there. Rifles. Tanks are now visible there somehow. Not sure how that is possible. They're routed. That's good. They are routed. That's good. They are pinned. That's kind of surprising. I expected that to be worse. Yeah, that means this platoon is now not really gonna rally. Fuck it. And we got a bunch of guys moving up here. Nobody was attacked on this side, so and we got a mortar team there. Maybe I'll just hit the N10 button now and not bother the rest of it. Okay, well, let's see. Okay, so let's look at the suppression formation leaders first. How is he able to see 3 enemies? One there. One there. I guess that one? Okay, well, let's try and rally him, because if he doesn't rally, then the rest of the platoon is not gonna go anywhere. Okay, so yeah, that's helpful, but he still has rally points, so he may be able to do something. I'm not sure if he could see that from somewhere. He might have been able to see that from somewhere. I don't know. Because he can see 2 enemies. Okay, so I'm not sure where they are over there. I doubt very much they were able to spot him, but anyway. Yeah, it's just too long a range for them to actually take a shot. I think the sniper, you have to get him down to 12 or 13 hexes before they'll opportunity fire. And actually, you probably don't want them to do that anyway because it gives their position away. If they go too crazy, opening up during opportunity as opportunity fire, because you have no control over that. Okay, yeah, he needs. Yeah, well, yeah, he didn't rally. Okay, so we don't even have LNG support here. I'm not sure where we can see an enemy. Oh, that there's rifles. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I'm not really going to be able to do much about this LMG because he's not. I don't have anybody close to him, so it's not really gonna. The fact that he's routed now isn't gonna help me. Well, it'll help me move forward here, but I don't know if that's even worth the trouble. Okay, so let's check the subordinate units and look around more carefully. There's one there, somewhere, and there's another one there. Okay. Not sure how we can see that. It's not even in. Okay, see, this is the odd thing, right? I mean, I'm not getting a line of sight indication on there, like a highlight on there, and yet I can see that. So can't even rely on that. Okay, the smoke's clear. Well, they're moving, so yeah, that's why I could see them. They moved forward. Not sure why we can see that tank. Okay, that's why. And there's more rifles here. Okay, I know where that is. I don't know if I can actually do anything about it. Probably not. Yeah, this is done. I'm not seeing what more I can do here. Well, like I said, it was a good battle, and I managed to actually push forward where usually I get pinned into a position where I can't move, I can't do anything. Now I just got to be able to repeat that, and then I got to learn to do it without taking as much casualties as I did. I think this map casualties would have been high anyway for an infantry only battle as this is. So, because the infantry would have been fighting out in the open no matter what, and because we are allowing armor, it doesn't make sense not to allow armor, and because the Allied side gets a lot more armor than the Germans do, it's not going to end well for infantry out in the open. Okay, yes, one enemy. Where? Ooh, there. Okay, two. There. Where's the other one? It says I can see another one. Says I can see another one. Oh, there. Okay, he's crowded because he took a hell of a beating. Well. It's best I can do. I mean, he's pinned, but I don't know if that's actually going to help him. Well, this platoon is really done. There's nothing left. I don't know. I mean, it's I don't know how I could have avoided the losses. It's just, I inflicted quite a lot on him as well, but I just can't see. You're out in the open. I don't know. I mean, I had an advantage in the beginning if I'd had tried to get to, say, the orchard, like in the first few turns, and not held back to deal with the motorcycle scouts that came out to try and delay me, which they did rather successfully, I must say. He's rallied enough, I think. Okay, he managed to reduce suppression there. He's still pinned though. Four enemies seen. Well, okay, we got some good shots, and the tank can't see us. That's even better. So this must be the one that actually took all those shots earlier, I think. Or maybe that one? Don't know. No targets. The mortars, I just couldn't get them into range. I think that's maximum range, isn't it? Yeah, that's not going to be very effective. Yeah. Says you can see somebody. Over here? Yeah. Yeah, doesn't look like it's going to be much to do in the last turn, as far as I can tell. Enemy seen. seen 6 enemies seen. What the hell? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's a lot. He's gonna retreat. There's absolutely nothing I can do to stop that. Now, unfortunately, he's in line of sight of a lot of units that are... Actually, they're all pinned, so then they're in not much better shape than he is. That was a quite exchange of fire. I mean, you have to keep in mind that these infantry squads are out in the open, and that's just not ideal. I mean, neither side really has an advantage in this situation. I think his position is slightly better than mine because he's got a couple of units in the gully here, which is providing actually pretty good cover. I'm not so fortunate. Anyway, where was I? Mortars. Infantry moving up there. Chances of getting a 9X is probably only with the LMG. Rifle's probably not too useful at that range. That's a lot of enemies all of a sudden. You can see from that position. Okay, well, some of these guys are suddenly moving very fast. Okay, well. Okay, well that's all suppression checked for the final time. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You can see a lot of enemies here. Not sure how we can see that. Let's try and figure that out. Someone over here? No. How are we able to see that? Somebody explain. I need an explanation. Nope. Ah, okay, from here. Right. Okay, well, so my tanks can't move into a position where they could actually take a shot at those. I think Yeah, they zoom in a little bit. Well, because they'd have to move all the way across here. By that point, they're be moving so fast, the chance of them getting a hit are very, very low. Um, I think you can only see an enemy that's very far away. Yep. Okay, so um, now I'm not sure if the tank will opportunity fire them. Okay, so we revealed another one here. Hmm. Right, so if I move forward, this one will probably see me, and that'll be the end of that. So, okay, so they're very well covered. Yeah, so if I fired any one of them, 3 of them will opportunity fire back. Pretty sure he said his range is long enough at this point. Um, so he's still in my side of that one. Yeah, there's no way he can do anything unless I can put some suppression on some of these. Rally. Okay, so he rallied. I drove them back. Anyway. thing is, as soon as I get within 2x's of him, there's going to be, or 3x's of him, there's going to be an opportunity fire. So even though he's pinned, I need to get him more suppressed than that. He's not going to be helpful, is he? No, he's not. Well, I really don't have anything else I can do here. Should I try and take that, or I don't know. Just for the heck of it, I don't think he'll make it there because they're pinned only. This one, these two are very likely to still opportunity fire, and when you're moving really close to a unit, there's special opportunity fire possibilities, and I'm sure they'll take them. Even this retreating unit could actually take an opportunity fire. Retreating is not a state where they're completely out of it. Routed, if they were routed, they'd probably attempt something, but I think that's pretty much all I can do. So I'm not going to bother. It's not close, but no cigar, as the saying goes. If the mortars had been a little closer, I may have been able to use that to actually do much better, put much more suppression on them. But no, again, close, but no cigar. Anyway, that's a maximum range, and the light mortars just don't have that kind of effectiveness at the maximum range. It's probably more like 3 or 4. Yeah, probably more like 3 or 4. So yeah, you need to get them a lot closer than that. But of course, they get shut up pretty badly if you do that. Okay, so I don't think there's anything more the tanks can do. Probably try to put more suppression on them. Okay, that's got them running away. So that's less of a problem if I do decide to fire. There's one less unit that can fire back at me. Yeah. In this area. No threat from him. He's pinned only, and he is pinned only. So, can he rally? No. Does he have any rally points left? Yes, he does. But he probably needs to... No, he can move. Let's see if we can rally him. Okay, we managed to rally him, so he's actually useful. But what I'm going to do with him, I don't know. Let's push him back here. Nothing I can do is just... Can't see anything from that position. So, if I move him up, then it's not going to really help. Okay, let's get him out of the way. There. the question is, what exactly can we see from here? What is our line of sight? Because I can see those. What are the chances I set his range? They will opportunity fire at that range. Let's see what that is. 11 hexes. I doubt it. I doubt it. But could he hit me from back here? No. Okay. Oh wow. He had opportunity fire set that long. Interesting. That should help. No, it actually didn't. Okay, so that hurt. I just can't get it. It's just the range is just too long. The mortar team should be easy to kill, but not today. It's just too far away. Alright, got a few more casualties in there. Not taking any. Well, if I'd been closer, then it would have been a lot worse. But that's... Again, this is an area I should have moved up earlier. It was actually... I mean, thinking back on it now, it is actually no point in sitting back here. I mean, it should be attacking with everything you got, really. Because you just don't have... I don't have that much. So, there's no point in holding back anything. I think at 1,000 points, the concept of a reserve is quite rather quaint, actually. There's just not enough units to actually carry the battle out. So I don't know what we'll see next. We'll see in the next battle. I mean, that's if I've learned anything. But it really depends on the map as well. It's not. That's the nice thing about the random maps is you really can't say for sure what the best thing to do would be. That says he's routed, so I'm gonna take it at its word. Okay, well, that was helpful. Not sure what we can do. He's actually not in good shape. Well, he's I could move him. That would probably cause an opportunity fire from that one, I think. But I need to move this one out of the way. Expected they took a casualty, and he's got nothing left to rally with. Let's see that help here. Unfortunately, he can't rally, so that's about it. That's all I can do. I could move him up. He's fairly heavily suppressed now. But I don't think he'll be able to do anything. You won't be able to see him from there. Actually, he's got no movement left, so that's moot. And I think that's it. So we can get it if there's any shots we can take with the sniper, but I think that is it. No targets. You can see one enemy, but it must be quite far away then. Way over here. Yeah, the enemy scene thing is really quite pointless. I really can't understand why. Well, I mean, it's an old that was in from the very beginning, from the earliest Steel Panthers games. So I guess somebody found it useful back then, but it changed so much that it's now kind of questionable. I think that's it. I can't see anything else I can take shots at, because that's all that matters. I could try and take a Victory X, but I don't think I'll make it. These guys are pinned, but I don't think they'll get close enough. Like I say, once you get to within 3 X's, then special opportunity fire logic starts to kick in, and there's 2 of them that are only... actually, there's 3 of them that could potentially take opportunity fire, so But special op fire is not a certain thing. There's a random chance of it. So I'd be gambling whether I could make it or not, and I'd have to move 2 hexes. So he's going to be seen no matter what. I mean, the thing of it, if I only had to move 1 hex to take it, like just one victory X, I could say, yeah, I managed to get a single victory X. That would be great, but I've taken so many casualties already that there's really not much point. Of course, the other way to look at it is, well, so many casualties with nothing to show for it, so that's, I mean, not really great either. But, well, what can you do? I mean, I suck and I don't have much experience, so yeah, we can see where his mortars are. They're over here. The game does really stupid things, right? I don't know why it puts up. I mean, it puts up a smoke cloud that you can see, even though that isn't actually in line of sight of anybody. It's like, why would you be able to see that? It's so dumb. Let's see. I mean, this is maximum line of sight, 25 hexes. Why would we see the smoke? I don't know. Okay, so and I think that's it. I can't see anything else I can do. Probably mortar fire is going to land on some of the units that I couldn't move. Yeah, we're done. I'm not even gonna bother checking ranges because that's it. We're done. Okay. Let's end the turn. Okay, and Germany crushing defeat. Yay! It's a good. It's a good thing I hadn't. If I'd been in charge of the war, yeah. Well, so I mean, let's see. That's 3,000 points. There was 3,000. Each victory X in the center was worth 225 points. So the 4 blocks were not quite 1,000 points. So it's approximately, I guess it's just under 3,000 points. Well, so say about 3,000 points for that. So the rest of it comes from the casualties he inflicted. These numbers are strictly from well, there's the starting victory X's were 40 points, I think, so there's 160 points there. So I mean, it looks like I inflicted more casualties. Yeah, I mean, that's in terms of men. I killed 2 of his tanks. I destroyed an artillery. Oh, that must be a mortar. It must have been a mortar. I don't think it was. Couldn't be anything else. Yeah, that must have been a mortar. No, I mean, that's not a lot of losses, but I still didn't manage to get the victory X. So I mean, that was a fun battle. I really enjoyed that, but it's still kind of disappointing. I guess I have to work on being able to move a little earlier, because that is the problem. I'm not able to move early enough, and his motorcycle scouts delayed me way more than they should have. I got chicken and just kind of held my a vastly superior force back, trying to figure out what was going on, and then, if I'd been out in the open, then actually those motorcycle units probably they would have had been able to cause quite a lot of damage. But I think I might have been able to take them out a lot easier because they wouldn't have been able to hide, right? I mean, they were out of sight. I lost sight of them because I was in the trees when he was moving around in the open. If we were both moving around in the open, then it'd be much harder for him to disappear. So you could drive from a distance, but that would be about it. So that's really my weakness, is not being able to get my troops moved up in the first 2 turns. Now, I mean, he had those guys out in the first turn. it was kind of disconcerting, but that's another thing I have to get used to. It's like, well, he's had, but that's all he had. I mean, he didn't have any armored cars or anything like that. So, um, I mean, which I thought, which is why I pulled my I held my infantry back, because I thought there would be some armor, but even that probably shouldn't stop me from moving out, because I demonstrated quite clearly that you can, like, infantry versus armor. I mean, as long as, if you can shoot at the infantry and the tank infantry can shoot at the tanks and suppress them, and it helps. It helps a lot. But of course, if they got any infantry around, now he moved his column. When he was advancing in a column formation with the infantry loaded onto trucks and the tanks in front, which is standard procedure. The tanks were leading the column, and he just kind of advanced into my infantry. But it it wasn't as bad as it looked initially. From you might have been surprised by that, but it really wasn't that bad for him, because I there was not a lot that was actually fighting him there. I mean, his infantry was in the trucks. Once they got out of the trucks, then the tanks had support, and it was the battle shifted towards him in that area again. So it's not I mean, he regained control of that area fairly quickly, but because his infantry was in the trucks, and when they unloaded, they were like sitting on a road, with no cover. Uh, it was fairly easy to pick them off. But I mean, there was a point where he had a slight advantage there, which is why I moved my tanks up, because I wanted to try and correct that. But then again, I couldn't really do that much with the tanks, because until I took he had four tanks. Until I took two of them out, I was outnumbered. Now the other two tanks were somewhat weaker, but still, and that's 2 to 1. If you're being fired at from different sides, it's not easy to avoid taking a hit, and getting damaged. So, like I said, I think there's quite a lot of casualties on him in terms of men. So all of my points are coming from. I think there's only 160 points in there from the hexes I owned. So that's about 300 odd points for that. It's not a lot. I wish the game works so that in a 1,000-point battle you don't get a 3,000 points worth of victory axes. It really unbalances it quite a lot, because suddenly, owning the victory axes, it doesn't matter. I mean, he can afford to take those losses, because who cares? I got 3,000 points. I mean, there's no way losses are going to matter, actually. Not really. They only start to matter if your force gets too weak. But then by that point, I think the enemy is probably worn out as well. It's a give and take thing. So I don't know. The game has a lot of oddities where you wish they worked this way, but unfortunately it doesn't. Okay, so that's anything else we need to look at? We can't look at anything in here, because I think actually I might look at my own stuff, but actually probably not. Oh, yeah. Okay, so player 2. So what was lost? Scouts. Panzerjäger was out of contact. That's what the red means there. Really? Okay, that's. I thought I took more losses. I see that. Yes, that's the thing. So all of these points are coming from, like, individual soldiers killed. I only actually lost 2. I only actually had 2 complete losses there. Like, where the entire value of the unit is turns into points, because each man is only worth 1 point until it's destroyed. So in a 10-man squad, it's worth 9 points. If you probably less than that. So for each man that you kill until it's actually destroyed or dispersed, it counts as 1 point. So for each but if you destroy the unit, then the actual cost of the unit is what is the actual points. Which is why you don't want to have your units be once they get down to 50% of their original strength, you don't really want to be using them anymore, because it's a lot easier for them to be dispersed or destroyed. So, and then you're just giving points away unnecessarily. So I was in a lot better shape than I thought, but not in a good position, I felt. So I don't know. I mean, maybe it was better. Maybe my position was better than I thought. The middle was really shit, I felt, but that was because I deployed badly, I think. I really should have deployed something in the middle. I left it wide open. It's like, what the hell was I thinking, right? Okay, so I think that's it. I can't see anything else. That's the surprising thing. I mean, I actually only had 2 complete losses of squads. But I mean, the other units took a lot of losses. Can't really tell in the air what the actual numbers were, because it doesn't tell you what your actual casualties are. It tells you how many men the thing had in the beginning, and actually this tells you how many men there's currently in the squad, I think. Yeah, currently in the squad. Okay, so I think that's it. Well, on to the next battle. I've already decided what it's going to be, because I'm actually in control of that at the moment. So, yeah, as I said, that was quite an enjoyable battle for me. I really enjoy the combat part of it. Now I just need to work on actually taking victory X's when it matters. Like in this case, it actually mattered, because the victory X's far outweighed the cost of any casualties that you could inflict or even suffer. I probably should have pushed harder to try and take those, but yeah, I think my tactical ability ran out fairly quickly, which prevented me from thinking of how I could actually push forward. But that's really what I need to work on, is how to gain those victory X's to balance them out. In some cases, it doesn't matter. Like if the victory X is only worth a few points, then if victory X's are worth 2 squads, then it's not worth fighting too hard over them. In this case, it was, and it would have been necessary to push a lot harder to get those victory X's. Anyway, so I think that's it for that battle. Hopefully that we enjoyed. Thanks for watching that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is